Welcome everyone back to CARDOLANS, another Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. It's a good 5v3 CARDOLANS scenario apparently, and it comes from the land 1230. And before we get started, if you'd like to send me through other Reforged replays like this, or other Total War replays in general, there are links displayed on your screen, and also in the description below. You're also welcome to post your replays to my Discord Scouts Reconnaissance. A link will also be in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon, or Steam destination link if you'd like to support my work. But if those aren't options for you, please remember to smash that like button as always, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's jump in. So, we've got CARDOLAN in front of us today, commanded by Larland. We've got some mercenary crossbows right here. Over here we've got some more second unit of mercenary crossbows, some Dunine captains, Darbad warhammers, Dunine captains again, generals in this unit. We have some mercenary guildsmen, pretty good unit. But mid-tier, I'd say. We've got some Mentor and Gatekeepers here. That's the elite crossbow unit of CARDOLAN. We have some Wardens of Turn Gothad. Now, as always, guys, I always leave a timestamp in the description below if you want to just skip to the battle. I know some people like that option, so just letting you know that it's there. So, we have some Minhira Spearmen, Minhira Owner Arms, 2 units. Some Minhira Spearmen, 2 units there. Some more Sharpshooters. We've also got 2 units of mercenary, 1 unit, sorry, mercenary guildsmen, men at arms here, Manitorum Gatekeepers, and Hearthguard Sul. Now, the land will want to pull these units, probably pull these units back, actually, I should say, because they are elite troops and not really the kind of units you want to throw in as part of your first layer of defense. But we'll move on to his first ally today, which is Arthedain, commanded by MSQ2. You have a trebuchet over here. We also have some Numenar's Gate Guards. We've got 3 units of Arthedain Pikes armoured up. We also have some Royal Court of House Emlaith and some Knights of Numenas. We also got some dismounted Forest Aaron Knights. I think some Dunine Peacekeepers. Wardens of the North. Most of the army is actually hidden apparently. So we'll definitely see some Dunine Rangers, I bet. What's back here? Dismounted Knights of Numenas. Don't think the general's in that unit. But we'll head over here to his final ally. Commander Jervis. Recently promoted from Captain Jervis. We've got 2 units of Eredom Archers here. We've got some Arthedain Marksmen armoured up. We've got 3 units of Arthedain Men-at-Arms, fully armoured. Arthedain Pikes armoured up. Some Dunine Peacekeepers, dismounted Fornos Aaron Knights. Wardens of the North, Dunine Trollslayers. And a bunch of other hidden units which I can't see at the moment. So we'll come back to all of them later. For now, we come to the first of 5 attackers. We have Rudar, commanded by Grizzly Fox, everyone's favourite bear and fox. We got some Coldfell Maidens, some Rudar Swordsmen. We got 2 units of them there. Some Herodane Berserkers, some Rudar Axemen, 2 units, some Black Wolves. We have some Dunman Spearmen, 2 units there. We also have some Rudar Marksmen, 2 units, and some Witchcrom Enslavers. We also have, I think, 2 units of Ethamor's Trollhunters, probably some Trollshot Axors, probably some Forodham Javelins. We'll come back to them later. Next we have Orcs in Misty Mountains, commanded by Get Wrecked, who I don't think I've seen before, so if you're new, Get, welcome. Hopefully you're not wrecked yourself at the end of this battle. Next we've got some Mountaineer Coast here. We got some Heavy Goblin Infantry. We got, I think, 2 units of them in that line there. Some Black Uruks of the Mountains. Some Cave Troll Drummers. Goblin King's Bodyguard. We got 3 units of Heavy Goblin Infantry. Looks like he's got 5 units of infantry back here. We got Heavy Goblin Spears, 1 unit there. 2 units of Heavy Goblin Crossbows. Some Goblin Infantry. And now, Snow Trolls, he probably does have Snow Trolls somewhere. We've got some Cave Trolls up here, some Drake Broodlings. I would not be surprised at all to see the Snow Trolls later. But I don't see any Black Bat Mountain Berserkers, so again we'll keep our eye out for them. And next we have Dunland, commanded by MP Beckham 13. We have some Riders of Warthank here. Some Dunman Spearmen, a couple of units there. I think 1 unit of Dunling the Veterans. We have some Spears of Warthank. We have 3 units of Half-Orc Vanguard. And we have the rest of the army hidden on us, which is not fun. Next we have Angmar, commanded by Mighty Mirko. We have Witchrom Scourge Raiders here. 2 units armoured up. Witchrom Blackguard. Joran pikes, 2 units. Blackwatch Legion, Snugger archers, Gundabad Guard. We've got some Angmar halberds, Gundabad Guard again, and some Joran Hammer Guard, not armoured up. We have some Trolls of Angmar, Trolls of Gundabad, and the dreaded Witches of Angmar themselves back here. And finally, we have Rudar, another Rudar army, commanded by Pharaoh, everyone's favourite Egyptian. We got some Catapult here, we got some Rudar swordsmen, 4 units, we have some Dunman pikemen, Witchwoman slavers, and Dunman spearmen, and we have the rest of the army annoyingly hidden once again. So, let's get this siege started. Enjoy it, guys. So we are obviously a ways off from an engagement, so we will return once the armies are formed up and begin their assaults. Alright guys, we're back because we've got Mighty America here making his way across the bridge ahead of his allies. Trebuchet got a nice shot here when he was forming up the Blackwatch Legion in front of the bridge earlier. He pulled them back a little bit and then he decided to send them in. Highly unusual to see the Blackwatch Legion go in so early, but very much alone. We've got some Slugger archers also with them behind the bridge somewhere. They're just hidden at the moment. We've got some Duno Rangers making their way over here. We don't have a lot of troops around the immediate vicinity. We've got some Artane marksmen moving up now. Artane pikemen being held way back. We also got some mercenary crossbows moving up. So, you know, the rain's about to come. But, the Blackwatch Legion probably should be running towards the enemy, not running away now. They might not have any left. We got crossbow bolts, we got Duno Ranger fire, we got Artane marksmen. There's a big mistake there from Mighty Mirko to send his Blackwatch Legion so early. He probably should have committed them just to the battle. Because Artane and CARDOLANS is peppering him to death here. Blackwatch Legion down to 70, they've lost over 30 men. Or 30 goblins. Or orcs. Got some goblin infantry being moving. We've got the catapult winding up here. Where would Pharaoh be going? No, not worth it. Maybe if he was going for the men-at-arms, I would get, but yeah, not worth it. Lyland's deliberately spread his troops out to discourage such shots, but he hasn't done that here. Which begs the question, why does he continue to target units that are so far spread out from each other? I mean, it's just not worth it. Now it's worth it. Alright guys, we are back. We've got some Everdom archers here. We've got Gwaithlo trackers returning fire. So we've got both the Everdom archer units all shooting together. Most of the units are firing with pretty good accuracy. But nobody's shooting up here. Grizzly Fox's Red-Eye Marksmen are a little bit too close here to the Dunman Spearmen. It's really allowing the Everdom archers here to get hits on 3 units. The ideal unit to target in this situation would have to be the Dunman Spearmen because it's right smack in the middle of those 2 units. It'll maximise your potential to hit all 3 units at once. We've got some Slugger skirmishes here in the ranks of the Red-Eye Marksmen. I'm not sure why. Slugger skirmishes is not a unit you want to use as a meat shield. Some strange choices here from Grizzly Fox. Okay, Everdom archers here down to 82, 108. Royal Court running back across the bridge. Blackwatch Legion down to 54. We've got Duna and Troll Slayers making their way towards the Blackwatch Legion. Got the arrows just sailing over their heads. We have Duna and Rangers here. From Commander Jervis. Who are they firing into? Not a good target at all. These marksmen are spread out. Remember guys, body-piercing archers are only effective against units that are tightly bunched together. Shooting at units that are so far they're spread out apart in loose formation across the field, it is just not worth it. You might as well be shooting them with Evan archers. It is a waste of their special ability. Blackwatch Legion down to 22, still not broken yet. Okay, we've got the Minhira Sharpshooters brought up here. They're about to fire their first volley of the match. Gridiron Marksman down to 59. Okay, Snaga Archers peppering the front lines here. They should do really well here against the Mercenary Guildsmen. We don't have a lot of arrows coming in attacking the Snaga Archers, so MP should get some good use out of them. Although as I say that, I see a lot of arrows pouring in now. Down to 77. We've got Hearthguard Amansul really close to the Arthani Men at Arms here. Again, you got to pull them back, guys. Accuracy is key, especially when you're using such elite units like the Hearthguard Amansul. You want to make sure every shot counts. Catapult unlucky there to miss the Minhira Sharpshooters. Looks like he just nicked one of them, rather than getting off easy there. Evan Archers down to 48. Okay, we've got some Heavy Goblin Infantry moving in, along with some Dunman Spearmen. Another unit of Snaga Skirmishers, it would seem. This unit here has lost about 50 men so far, or 50 goblins. That was a good shot. Bit high. Alright, so what we got here? Etamor's Trident is moving up. Look at their target B. They don't have a shot. The Goblin Infantry is in their way. I suppose they could target the Minhira Spearmen, maybe? Here we go. Oh, good work. Probably go after the Arthane Pikes. But as I speak, they're being driven off, it would seem. Commander Jervis is breaking through. Mountain Lord Berserkers moving up to drive them back, hold them in place, prevent them from getting into the Etamor Troll Hunters' ranks. They're pretty bunched up here. Good shot. You got Artane marksmen pouring in the fire arrows. Dylan's morale is not great. The troll drummers are helping to a degree. The bridge assaults are not going very well, but it looks like Mighty Mirko does plan to assault them. His army is still over there. We got, is it Duna Rangers? Yep. Duna Rangers down to 40. They've lost about 30 men. Luckily for the Etymos Tritons, they've started firing, which is great news. Unfortunately for Commander Jevis, he's losing pikes. Okay, that's sharpshooter ammo coming in. You can tell by the whistling. Crossbow bolts always have that high-pitched whistle, whereas your regular arrows just have that whoosh to them. Just listen closely for it next time, you see what I mean. Alrighty, it is 13 to 18%. Oh, that could be. Is that from the trebuchet? I think it was from the trebuchet, guys. Looking at the pattern of that carnage, I should say. Yeah, it definitely came from the trebuchet. Nice hit there. What a name, get wrecked. His name suits this battle perfectly. Oh, he's in the thick of things. Yeah, he's gonna get wrecked. That's definitely name of the week right there. Well done, mate. Now, while this does look like a strong battle line, this is definitely mid to low tier units against mid to high tier units here. The attackers definitely... Look, these guys will wear down the defenders somewhat. But, you know, Ruda Axemen definitely are going to help things along. They are AP from looking at the stats I remember. If I'm remembering correctly. Their armor isn't the best, but it doesn't really matter since they're in the thick of things and they're relatively protected from enemy arrows. Now, cave trolls here are copying a beating. One got one troll already bloodied up, two trolls now, and they haven't even seen any combat yet. Remember, the defenders do have two good units of cav that we know of. And that will be pretty important. If the defenders do fall back to CARDOLANS, they'll be relying on their cav to try and keep the enemy at bay or delay their advance. Now, the Dunman Spearmen are asking for a few volleys into them. It's probably a good idea to fire, you know, one or two volleys into a unit like this. While they are low tier troops, and while it's not really ideal to use too much ammunition on, one or two volleys is actually a very good idea. You'll get a lot of damage on it. You'll even kill a lot of their units as well, and then your other infantry will be able to wipe them out with little effort, which saves their energy later for the more advanced troops, more elite troops, like the Witch Roman Slavers, for instance. Evidence Spearmen here. They have the plate armor here. So it seems like when the Evidence Spearmen are armored up all the way, they look like the Fornost Aaron Defenders of old. Literally, this is the same model. The Demostrolans here have a good line on the Evdom Spearmen. We got Dunman Pikemen, I think, being brought up. I didn't see Rudar bring any Herodane Pikes, but that doesn't mean they didn't. There is no point bringing up the Cavs so early. Again, tempting target here for the Dunan Rangers. 24 to 32. The bonus here for the attackers is that I suppose you can actually make the argument Pharaoh is making a noble sacrifice here by drawing Commander Jervis over here with some elite troops like the Dunan Rangers, like the Royal Court. We've got this amount of Fornos Air Knights here. He's pulled the unit of Artane Marksman. Those are all decent units here that are not sent over here. The attackers have enough problems trying to break through this. Whatever units their fellow allies can draw away from this position, the easier it is for their job to break through. So we've got Grey Company here. It seems like they're targeting the snagger skirmishes. Grey Company doesn't have the best armor. But it looks like Get Wrecked and MP smell blood here. There aren't too many defenders in their way here, and as soon as they get through this point, they can spread out their forces, making it much harder for the defenders to pin them down. But when they do break through, the first thing they got to do is send some pikes or spear units here to block off this passage, to cancel out any chance of a rear charge from the enemy cavalry. Then they got to advance hard and try and push the enemy back inside the Cardolan city. You just want to try and get in your enemy's face, get on top of them, just try and push them back as hard and fast as you can. You don't want to give them an opportunity to pin down your forces or any of your allies as well. And we've got Black Uruks in the mountains. Now Get Wrecked has done this deliberately because, you know, they just need a few troops here to really just punch through, but if that happens, their attack is going to come to a standstill. I mean, he killed a lot of their units there by accident. Poor Pharaoh, I think. Yep. Fortunately, it wasn't Black Uruks in the mountains, which is always a bonus. Now, we did have some Troll Show Axos here before. They're down to 61, so they've lost a few men. Wow. Manatron Gatekeeper's down to 43. Looks like the Axe Throwers worked wonders. They drove him back. We do have a full unit though, 92 here. Oh, the Drake Broodlings down to 9 and broken. That's unfortunate. So what we got here? We've got Dunan Troll Slayers right here. Unit of 38. Some good to bad guard here. Mighty Mirko should probably just charge this unit across. Good to bad guard. They are a medium tier spear unit. They should be okay to handle the cav, as long as they're braced and ready for them. But MSQ2 is going straight in. He's sending in a unit on its own. We got Grey Company with their ammunition. That's not too good. That's not good news at all for Angmar. And we have 2 units linking up here. I think we got 2 units here. There's 4 flags. I don't know if that's 2 units in the backyard or just the one. Alright, MSQ2 did that deliberately to pin him down, just so the Grey Company could get some decent hits on them. Trolls of them need to sprint across this bridge. They have to get in their ranks right now. What we got here? Angmar halberds now mixed in. We've got a ton of troops here. Getting, excuse the language, literally the shit kicked out of them. Alright, Mirko finally sent the Trolls of Angmar, charged them across, but it's too late. These units here are pretty much toast. They're really bloodied up. We have Grey Company. Aerodame Pikemen probably should be sent over. And I only say that because we know the Grey Company's heading away. Alright. MP and Get Wrecked have smashed through. Grizzly Fox also here. He's got a unit of Blackwolds up here. Got some Dray Brutlings over here. So we've got some wards in the north. Curiously, out here alone. What could be the goal of that? Targeting the Black Uruks in the mountains, I guess, trying to get some kills. Not the worst idea in the world. I've done a marksman down to 27. Probably should just stay here to act as a guard for the wardens of the north, you know, delay the enemy, so to speak. Big gamble, these generals out here. The Drake Brilliance could have pinned down that unit, knocked the general over, keep him pinned down until reinforcements arrived to try and kill the general, maybe. Missed opportunity. The Drake Brilliants were here and available, but maybe he just didn't see it. Trolls of Angmar down to 6. Now this is pretty good work here from Mighty Mirko. He's running interference. In case MSQ2 All Commander Jervis is thinking about sending a unit of Grey Company over here. MSQ2 has 33 Grey Company. I don't know if they have any ammunition. I think maybe they still have ammunition. But as long as Mirko and Get Wrecked can keep them busy and away from Pharaoh's forces, he'll be fine. But Pharaoh's got to get across here. He's almost through. As soon as he can get it through here, he can obviously spread out, and then his army's relatively safe. Not completely safe, but relatively safe. And he wants to sustain damage or casualties at the speed he would if the units were pinned down like they were before with the Gunbad Guard here and Angmar Halberds. The defenders did wreck them. Okay, Royal Court here. Qualified Mads must use up their javelins already. Knights of the Numenors can be a tricky unit to use at times. Their charges can be a flip of the coins. Even though they're elite, even though they're pretty much bred for this, they're created for this purpose. You'd be surprised how often a charge can turn out to be a dud on you, which is a little bit deflating. as it can cost you the entire unit if you're not careful. Colford bands obviously still have ammunition, they're firing. Knights of Numenus down to 23, still very healthy. Trolls of England charging the Royal Court, MSQ2 not paying attention. After their marksmen on their last legs here. Trolls through Axos across safely, 111, pretty good. Well done to the attackers for getting through, well, the first real hard bit. We've seen a lot of successful outer defences these days. If any team can get through this with relatively large army sizes, it is still a commendable effort. Now, hopefully the defenders left themselves plenty of ammunition to use for late game. We've got some up-and-day marksmen here with their bows out. Always a good sign. 2 units here. We've got some Recon Solider. I think they have their javelins out. Yes, they do. Tharbad Warhammers. How are the Rangers looking here, though? Yep, still have their bows. Peacekeepers looking good. Look armoured up. Okay, so it is 47 to 52. Slightly in favour of the attackers at this point. The Wardens of the North still have their bows out. But I'm wondering why Jevis is stationing them here. He's got to look for the high ground if he wants to use them later. What's going on over here? We've got a bunch of troops all just stuck here on this rock, which is pretty funny. Maybe they're praying to the rock for a victory, I don't know. This is the weirdest pathfinding area I've ever seen. Almost amusing. We got Richmond, is that right as well, I think? Or Richmond Inquisitors? No. I was just seeing things. Alright, kings and queens. We've got a lone rider of Orthanc here. Just shooting at some broken troops. Nothing too special. Riders of Orthanc running through the canyon. Looks like Trolls of Angmar had a field day in here. These guys are broken. We've got what's left of the Royal Court. Knights of Numenus. And we've got some mercenary crossbows here. Are these guys out of ammunition? Or not? They can still cause some issues. Yeah, they've got their crossbows out. They're back. Crossbows loading up. Going after the Gundabad Guard. Good volley there. Took out quite a few. We got Richmond Hammerguard wisely running to the base of the ledge here. Or the embankment. I wonder if the crossbows can just arc their bolts slowly over the edge. I think they might be able to. We've seen crossbows do that kind of shot many a time. Alright, they did it there. The Richmond Hammerguard. They're far enough away, I think. Yeah, it's probably wiser to go after the Richmond Pikemen, I suppose. Much easier to hit. I think Mirko's running them to the embankment. Okay, hold to their fire. Gatekeepers not firing anymore for some reason. Okay, Pharaoh's got Harridan Rangers apparently. The attackers are a long way off from actually getting in here. The defenders have a few units stationed nearby. Again, don't know why they're keeping their cav in here. They can easily run their cav out of the city and over here. I mean, they've got space to move. They've got so much space, actually. So much room to move. They shouldn't be just hanging out in the city. Yeah, what can the after-day marksman do? Yeah. That's probably worth it. He's getting decent hits there. We've got some archers unfortunately shooting upwards. We'll see how many. Only a handful it would seem. He is shooting into the front of the embankment a little bit. Most of the arrows are clearing the ledge. We've got Reforged Scourge Raiders here that could be firing on. I mean, they're in tight formation, not in loose formation. Unlike their counterparts over here. Alright, they're halting their fire. Alright, looks like we've got an army heading over around here. Okay, Grizzly Fox. Okay, Joris has got his Knights of Nunas out here, as he should. Yeah. No, he can't get around there. That's definitely wishful thinking on my part. But he can get around Grizzly Fox. We've got 4 of them javelins here. Perfect target here for the Knights of Luminos. I know the Herodane Pikes are nearby. Alright. So the commander has plans to use the Knights of Luminos later and just hope the Grizzly Fox forgets about him. There's a chance he might. Which from Scourge Raiders here loading up. Jeez, Lolan getting hammered here. I guess Lolan should be grateful the Scourge Raiders aren't going after the Wardens of Turn Gothard. Nope, Heavy Golden Crossbows are doing it. Probably a good idea for Lolan to withdraw. He's got his Duno Rangers here. It's definitely helping his units, I should say. To a small degree. I am surprised Lolan hasn't moved his Wardens, especially with the Heavy Golden Crossbows from Get Wrecked firing on him. Very unusual. Rangers probably need to fire a few more volleys here. Or maybe not. I mean, a couple of axes there cleared the ledge. For the most part, he's wasting his ammunition. But yeah, this is really strange. That is Cardolan's best pike unit. Now, I'll be shocked if the Wardens weren't going for the Spears of Orthanc. Okay, I'm shocked. They're going after the Blackwolds? That's crazy, they're so far spread out. Granted, Wardens of the North accuracy is pretty good, but you'd have to think he'd want to destroy the Spears of Orthanc. They're Dunlan's best unit. Alright. MP's getting into position. We've got the Wethlo trackers here. These guys here still have ammunition. Trollshot Axos, I believe, still have ammunition. These guys here, I don't know. I don't think they have any ammunition left. I'm sorry. I could be wrong about that. Probably am. Harridan Berserkers usually have about 2 volleys of axes in them. 4 of them javelins I know have full ammunition. Rise of Warthang still have their crossbows out. They're a really decent crossbow unit. Now, obviously MP's worry. And who's joining him again? Is it Grizzly Fox? So far I'm just seeing MP's unit. Oh no, Pharaoh's joining him out here, okay. So, fortunately for them, we don't have any archers up here from the defenders. Trebuchet's not here. I mean, if it were here, it would probably delay their attack somewhat. Which would definitely make it easier for the other forces over here at this choke point and the others over here to defend. Heavy Golem crossbows down to 52. He finally moved the wardens, but damn, get wrecked them. Harridan Rangers, no, Harridan Rangers, Dunan Rangers, out of ammunition. So I'm surprised Island isn't sending them up, just to sort of drive back the Witchworm Scourge Raiders. You know, just try and chase them, go after the Heavy Goblin crossbows as well. I mean, Dunan Rangers are pretty fast and light on their feet. Dunan Troll Slayers are pretty good. They broke the Heavy Goblin crossbows and actually killed 30 of them. More than 30 of them, in fact. The accuracy was great. Impressed. Alright, so Grizzly Fox over here. Alright, Grizzly Fox is hunting for the Knights of Numinas. We know they're here, right here. But he doesn't. He's nervous, he's looking for them. Now the smart thing for Grizzly Fox here, guys, and take a note here. Grizzly Fox has his pikemen in front of his army. He knows the Knights of Numinas are somewhere out there in front of them. And he's put his pikes right there. And the rest of his army is behind them, just in case they get sprung. So now we've got Grizzly Fox adopting a little search pattern here. He's trying to weed out Jervis's Knights of Numinas. They might be found for at least 5 minutes. Because the thinking of Grizzly Fox is probably he stationed it right here at the base of the pass. That is probably where I would search first. Oh, he's just forming up his army all the way over here. Okay, alright. But he's got his pikemen in such a way that it's sort of spread out all along the line here. So he's going to great lengths to protect his army. But yeah, he's got 2 units of Harridan Pikes. I commented before I didn't see any unit of the Harridan Pikemen. Now I've seen 2 in 1 unit. Where are you? They're going to be uncovered any minute now. I'll come back in a second. Some Scourge Raiders here down 23. Blackguard standing by, pretty much a full unit. Looking pretty healthy. Royal Court from MSQ2 taking a few blows there. Probably should go out and try and help Jervis's Knights of Numinas. Goodnight Troll Slayers here. They have their javelins, but they're not firing as of yet. Either fire or withdraw them, but just don't leave them there. There's nothing between them and these guys. And so MP probably should be charging in and trying to just pin down the Dunan Troll Slayers. mean, if they're not going to fire at him, he might as well send his units in there to try and kill them. That's exactly what he's doing, I think. Trollshaxo is moving to intercept. Now, MSQ has a chance here to charge in his cav, destroy this unit of Trollshaxos. There's no pike units, there's no spear units here. Funnily enough, the defenders have a chance to use their cav inside the city effectively. But they're not doing it. Alright, who we got over here? Okay, the Knights of Minas were pinned down and crushed. They were chased out of here. Oh, we've got Black Bear Mountain Berserkers. He did have them after all. Okay, Artillery Marksman just standing by. Doing no rangers here. Where are they going? Oh, good target. Yeah, if you're going to leave such an elite unit in tight formation, why not shoot at it? They might be out of range. Very lucky on Grizzly's part anyway. There's any crossbows up here. Oh, they got their crossbows at the ready. Alright. Sort of poking the bear a little bit. We've got Artillery and Pikes moving in. Trollshaxos are here, but they're not firing. We've got Gato Trackers, half-orc Vanguard here. 2 of the 3 units we've seen so far. Alright, they're all firing in now, I think. Alright, they are armoured up. Gono Trollshaxos is down to 73. Again, use them or pull them out of there. Just don't leave them there. There's nowhere to run. If the Artillery Pikes here fall, then they're toast. Now, MSQ2 is sending in another unit of pikes here, but the attackers have javelins and Trollshaxos and maybe even Frodham javelins in place here. And Artillery's in an elevated position, which does make it easier for Dunlin to get some good shots on it. And Rudar as well. Well, I was going to say, as long as there's no heavy volleys of axes or javelins coming through here, this defense should stay intact for pretty much a while. They will probably defeat all the units that the attackers can throw at them, unless the attackers can weaken them somehow. Now, crossbows will do good, but they need axe throwers, they need javelins. I mean, MSQ2 has a lot of muscle here, a lot of power. And right now the attackers don't have the troops to break through. Might be a good idea to even use the Duno Troll Slayers just to sort of break the camel's back. Destroy the half-orc Vanguard and Spear Guard. We've got Snow Trolls coming in. And the Blackguard coming in. And the Richmond Pikes. Strange that Mighty Mirko would send in 2 elite units on their own. Okay, Lawns of the North coming down. Tharbad Warhammers being sent in, most likely because the Blackguard has been sent in. Elite on elite. At least that's what I hope he's doing. Okay, now this would be a good idea. Oh, here we go. Alright. I get why he did it. Maybe 1 volley's okay. Nice retaliatory response there from Larlin. Unless the Tharbad Warhammers are packed really close together, I don't think he wants to do that again. And right now his troops are being fired upon, and we've got some Remington and Gatekeepers in their ranks. Now, have they used up all their ammunition? Man, it might be possible. Witches might have fried them earlier. Alright, so maybe the witches did kill those guys. Maybe what we saw was the last volley that they had. We do know shots like I see it being peppered by somebody. Okay, they've used up all their javelins.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
It is 68-270 right now. Rise of War Tank 34. Okay, Mighty Mirko's general has bit the dust. It's pretty good supporting fire there from the Riders of War Tank. Why doesn't the defenders... Okay, the defenders are moving up some doing their ranges. I didn't see them before. Okay, these guys have to get going. We've got Trollster Axos here that could be firing on them. MP's probably trying to get these Axos into position. Oh, have they used up their ammunition? Maybe they have. Okay, finally. The attackers are breaking through here. I am impressed. I thought they would struggle a lot. We've got half-orc Vanguard here getting to the Duno Ranger ranks. Looks like the commander waited too long to use them. We only got off a couple of volleys here. Oh, how about that? Saved by the Royal Court and a trebuchet shot. But they might struggle to save them again. Trebuchet needs to get a nice hit here. Looks like he's struggling. It's firing. We've got dismounted Knights of Numas and a Numas Gate Guards being sent up here. 71 to 75. Okay, Trebuchet not firing anymore. Oh, bit of friendly fire there. But it did scare the hell out of the Trollster Axos. We've got the Duno Rangers here trying to save Commander Jervis's Rangers. The morale of the Trollster Axos has actually peaked up to the max here. Now they're shaking and windy again, I don't know. The morale's all over the shop. Let's have a look. We've got afternoon marksman and 2 units of them here. We've got Duno Rangers holding the pass against some good and bad guard, Witcher pikemen, what's left of the snow trolls. And Pharaoh has pushed in his catapult somehow. We have some mercenary guildsmen here that could be sent in charging these guys right here, right now. But Milan's not doing it. We got I don't know what's going on here. It seems highly unusual.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We have an enemy catapult in the city and no one is doing anything about it. Okay. We've got Duno Troll Slayers up here with their javelins still. Reloading. They're going after him. Oh, Jervis is out of ammunition. They bloodied up the general, but it wasn't enough to kill him. Very lucky for the Goblin King's bodyguard, for sure. Okay, Get Rex forces should do okay there. Now there's nobody shooting at the back. Grizzly Fox has done a good job pushing through the pass into the city. Fraudum javelins down to 18. Still have javelins. What would Trebuchet be firing at? Well, yeah, that'll do it. It's 78 to 83. Alright, the attackers have been defeated at the front of the city. How's the side attacks going? Okay, MP and Pharaoh have pushed their way through. They've done pretty well. We've got mercenary crossbows here. Ooh, I think maybe that was Carlin's general there. Knights of Numenus down to 8 broke, so they weren't destroyed. Or maybe MSQ had a unit of them as well. We got Jervis's Wardens of the North, 2 units of marksmen. They should be able to hold back the enemy here for a little while. It looks like the commander here wants to save his general. That bad Warhammers probably should be sent over there. Goblin King's bodyguard pulled out. At least I think he did. I didn't see his general die. Okay, MSQ2 has one over here.
Good tidings.
Yeah, he's over there.
General lies dead.
We just didn't see him, so maybe the Common King's bodyguard obviously didn't pull out, and the general was just the last man standing. Yeah, it would seem so.
We're under attack.
Okay, 83 to 85. Got pretty much a full unit here of Luminous Gate Guards. And had they not shown up, the defenders would definitely be in a lot of strife here. Well, that warden there not only got killed, he got knocked to the head and thrown across the battlefield. You gotta hand it to the designer of the Luminous Gate Guards. It is really one of the best looking units in the game. Good supporting fire there from Pharaoh, keeping his allies in the hunt. 85 to 86. If it wasn't for those troll show axos, I'd say they'd be in a lot of strife. There's hero ranges up here too, but with the units mixed in with each other, it's not the best. But they are both controlled by Pharaoh, so it shouldn't be too hard for him to clear out the troll show axos, at least later on. Yeah, with that fight, the defense here is really collapsing fast. Okay, the gate guards haven't broken, they're pulling out along with the wardens here. Gate guards going back in. We're going to save the wardens. Down to 32 there, 47 here. The Matron gatekeepers still have ammunition. Okay, Rise of War, thank our first through. Rise of War, thank destroying the mercenary crossbowmen. 89 to 87.
Pray something changes in the course of battle.
Crossbow is still shooting.
Seems almost certain.
Alright, so the attackers' approach is a little bit weird. They have the opportunity to come at them from at least two directions, but I've seen the attackers move most of their forces around here. We've got some heritage ranges over here. Not exactly sure why. I think maybe the plan for the attackers is to try and lure the defenders out at least till about here, you know? Because the heritage ranges do have an angle on them around here. But whether the defenders will oblige them, I don't think so. They've really camped at the very end. This is a typical spot where defenders make their last stand. It is very defendable. Probably where they want to stay. I don't think there's a chance to be coaxed out of this position. Okay, gatekeepers about to fire. Okay, they're targeting the Spears of Orthanc. There ain't too many of them left. Maybe it's a better idea to target the Edamor's Troll Hunters. No, they're falling back right now. Okay, Minotaur and Gatekeeper's out of ammunition. He probably has to send them up. He's falling back, but the defenders don't have anywhere else to fall back to. They're really pinning themselves into a corner here. It only makes sense to hang back as long as they can return fire. And Right now they can't return fire. Get Wrecked should be firing on these guys already. Mercenary guildsmen sallying out, as they should. Who's that? Trollsides getting in as close as they can, but they're still exposed to the heavy goblin crossbows. Now, if the defenders can just get into the ranks here, the goblin crossbows, these guys will break. They're wavering, they're exhausted. Commander Gervais can smell blood. If they can just get in there, they're done. I think Get Wrecked needs to get these guys into tight formation and move them back till, you know, just about here, you know. I think you can get a bead on the defending troops here. If the trebuchet has any ammunition, that they need to fire into it. They'll definitely send them into a panic and they'll break. I suppose the real question is, does MSQ2 have any ammunition left? Says they're reforming, they're trying to do it. Alright, see? One volley sent the entire unit, 100 crossbows breaking. Get Wrecked should have pulled them back a little bit, just to where the Ritual Scourge Raiders are. Mighty Mirko did it, right? Now, I suppose what's good news here for Get Wrecked is that unit of goblins should reform. There's a lot of them left. The attackers have just got to get in front of the crossbows here. They've just got to protect them long enough for them to reform. And if they can reform, then they can simply shoot, like, line themselves up right here to shoot the defenders as they come down the hill. We've got Black Bear Mountain Berserkers here. A little bloodied up, but they should be alright. Some Scourge Raiders might have a target up here. And I say that might. Very iffy. Heridan Berserkers in the right location. After these guys ran out of ammunition, they probably should be sent over here to engage the Wardens of the North, and the Busham Scourge Raiders moving up here to take their place. Oh, maybe they even need to move at all. They've got some great fire there. Alright. Grizzly Fox had to send them in. He's just buying the Ritual Scourge Raiders some time. We've got Ethermos Trollhunters back here. Heridan Rangers need to get into a better location. They're not in a good position. 93 to 92 here.
Lies dead, slain by the enemy. We must help his men avenge him.
Okay, it's either MSQ2 or Commander Gervais, but I think it was MSQ2. Or was it? No, it was Commander Gervais's. That's MSQ2's general right there. '94 to '93. 94 to 93. Alrighty, Pharaoh was saving some units here for the end game. And Get Rex Goblin Crossbows did reform after all. 94 to 94 though, so the defenders clawing their way back into this. But you know, to stay safe, they've got to get their troops right into the mix. Brought Javelins reloading. I don't think they have a target. The Wardens of the North, however, from MSQ2, standing back. They can't afford to do that, they've got to move. They've got to get into the Minotaur and Gatekeeper unit right here, right now. Okay, that's the last defending general right there. 96 to 95. Okay, Frodham Javelins and the Herodane Berserkers destroying the Illuminas Gate Guards. We got Herodane Rangers from Pharaoh firing into them. We got Frodham Javelins over here firing into them. We got Peacekeepers charging into the Heavy Goblin Crossbows. We've got 10 Wardens still alive here. Minotaur and Gatekeepers broke. 23 dismounted Knights of Enuma still alive. I think this is going to go the way of the attackers here. The attackers kept enough ammunition in the tank just to give them the edge at the end. Wasn't looking too good for them there. But Pharaoh did salvage that attack at the end. And brought the team home for the win.
Our army is tiring. Snatched victory from us like thieves in the night. We'll not be so lucky next time.
So, well done to the attackers. Grizzly Fox 686, Get Wrecked 802, MP Beckamere 13, 1259, Mighty Moko 567, Pharaoh 1126, Lalan 2487, MSQ2 2830, and Commander Gervais on 3081. So good kill counts there all around. Okay, kill counts here for Larland. Duna Captains 125, Minhira Spearmen 103, Mercenary Guildsmen 100, Minhira Sharpshooters 238 and 192. Minotaur and Gatekeepers 172, Hearthcover and Sul 159, Duna Rangers 410. Nice job there. Mercenary Crossbows 107, 2nd Roman Gatekeeper Unit 204. Minhira Spearmen 114, Minhira Men at Arms range from 49 to 189. So, the defenders seem to fall back to the city a little bit too early. They expose themselves greatly to the Trollshaw Axos and Herodane Rangers there, I think from Pharaoh, on the walls there. Might be getting Grizzly Fox and Pharaoh mixed up a little bit there, so if I am, I apologise. But I think that was Pharaoh's men, and I think Pharaoh got some great kill counts. He destroyed that solid defence there with the Artillery Marksmen and a full unit of Numas Gate Guards and Wardens of the North. The defence was looking pretty good there, and then those Trollshaw Axos and Herodane Rangers wrecked it. And the defenders, to their own detriment, ran out of ammunition at the end before the attackers. And you saw how quickly that battle swung back into the attackers' favour when Pharaoh brought up those Frodham Javelins and Herodane Berserkers. Pharaoh timed that perfectly, so well done to him there. Well done to all the attackers on their victory. Unlucky there for Larland and his team. It was a close fight. But, yep, favour falls to the attackers today. Thank you to Larland1230 for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.